Good morning. Day one of the trip home. I left BigStack's a little while ago and I'm on my way home. So what I'm going to do, as I said in the day 5 video, I'm going to just do some highlights and do one video of the trip home. And I'm going to do some recording now of just normal pace, like on normal video on this camera, on the GoPro, because I think it works out better once I speed up and time lapse it. It looks better, just takes up more space. But since I'm only highlighting, and I need some time to play this track, and I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy it. And BigStack and I were near peeing ourselves laughing when I made it. I generated this. So yeah, so enjoy the little bit of footage and enjoy this song.
Getting the road, such a long way to go, dodging wildlife as we go, gray nomads moving slow. What's ahead we may never know. Driving home from Big Stack's house, across this big brown land. Driving home from Big Stack's house, getting home in one piece is the plan. Hope that the road is clear and Skippy isn't near. I don't wanna hit one again, that would drop me around the bend. Driving home from Big Stack's house, across this big brown land. Driving home from Big Stack's house, getting home in one piece is the plan. Hitting the road with a light load, listening to some tunes. Hope I don't run into a gray nomad. All they seem to do is block the road. Driving home from Big Stack's house, across this big brown land. Driving home from Big Stack's house, getting home in one piece is the plan. Driving through the outback, not much on my mind. Oh fuck a gray nomad, it's time to leave them behind. Driving back from Big Stack's house, across this big brown land. Driving home from Big Stack's house, getting home in one piece is the plan. Gray nomads everywhere, holding up the world. I wish they would all piss off and let me get home. Driving home from Big Stack's house, across this big brown land. Driving home from Big Stack's house, getting home in one piece is the plan. That's the plan. That's the plan. Stand.
Righto, I'll just turn the camera to the side, just a little bit of info for people. You'll see those grass trees on the side of the road. I'll probably pause it somewhere to show now because we've gone past it. But the grass trees, they're all on the other side of the road now. Just for your information, it's very, very slow growing. They grow 10 millimeters a year, And in bananas, for my American friends, that's about 3/8 of an inch. So if you see one that's a metre tall or a yard tall, the thing could be upwards of 100 years old. And if you get them any taller than that, well, I've seen them up to 3-4 metres tall. So that'll be a 400-year-old grass tree. Very, very slow. And they're protected. You're not allowed to dig them up and put them in your garden. Even though they're abundant, they're still, because they're native flora, you're not allowed to take them. So yeah, I think that's pretty interesting stuff, and a lot of people don't know just how slowly they grow. So anyway, still got a ways to go. We've still got 400 kilometres to Ravensthorpe, so I'll bring you back a bit later. Pull in, just have. I'm going to stop here and get fuel. I'm at Lake Grace, but just look at that lake. I pulled in here, see if I get a better view. But I'll do, because I've unhooked the GoPro, so I'll do a little bit of footage as I'm driving along the outside window. I can't see cars coming. I better.
Continue on State Route 107 for 61 kilometres.
There's the Naga. That nice big salt lake, look at that. And it's on the other side as well. A bit hard to see on that side, but and there's tyre tracks over. Someone's driven out there. Impressive. Measured the distance on those two long straight stretches, and even though they feel longer than they actually are, the first one was 49 kilometres long, and the second one, which I've just come off now, as we go past all these salt flats again, the one I've just come along was 44 kilometres long. So I always thought the first one felt longer than the second one, but there you go. So I haven't got long till I get back to Ravensthorpe now, so I'll probably call it a day here, and I'll bring you back in the morning when we're heading east to Cocklebiddy. Thanks for joining in, and I'll see you soon. I thought I'd turn it back on because I want to get some footage of what it's like to get around a road train. But this bloody thing in front of me here hasn't got enough balls to get around it. And the road train up front is a 3-trailer cattle truck. And they seem to go forever. So I'll probably just chop out what's not applicable, but if this bloke doesn't move, I'm going around him too, so. Right, have a look at this bastard. one big long unit, man. And he's empty, so he's doing 100 kilometres an hour. Yeah, anyway, talk to you soon. Well, good morning. Day 2. It's currently 10 to 6. And we're hitting the road. We've got a big drive today, or big-ish. So I'm going to go back via Esperance. Because again, the dirt roads around here are not too bad, but with a full trailer going to be a problem. With an empty one, it's just as bad, because when they get the bounces going, sometimes it'll skip sideways. And anyway, it was a lovely drive, so I'm going to go back that way. Clean the bugs off the window and ready to rock her. I won't leave you on for too long today. If I find anything interesting, I'll bring you back as I normally do. Thanks for visiting. Not much of a town, but it's not bad. Quiet place, like even here we're on the main highway, and very quiet during the night. And I slept pretty bloody good for a change. 187 kilometres, and that's until breakfast. So, and we'll do the trip and check the mileage again. Yesterday was, like, I only did the last leg from Lake Grace to here, which is 180 kilometres, but I worked that out and it was just shy of 15 kilometres, 15 litres per 100, which is about 4 litres better than what I was getting before. And as the days progress, I should get better. Just getting a bit flatter. So yeah, that's a bit of a bonus, because you know, for every 100 kilometres I do, if it works out about that, it's saving me around $7 every 100. So today I've got about 800 kilometres to do. So, you know, like, that's $50, $60 I'm going to save today at least. So that's a good thing. And over 4 days, well, there's a couple $100. But I'm keeping track of it, so what I'm going to do is I'll, when at the end of the trip, I might do a video for just a run, or when I do the return trip, I'll do a cost comparison of what it cost me to get over and what it cost to get back. So, well, anyway, I'll turn me lights on, my parking lights. Looks like I'm about to drive into a little bit of rain. So, yeah, thanks for coming along, and I'll bring you back a bit later. Stay tuned. awfully familiar, doesn't it? Let's go straight down to the service station. Hopefully I can get some coffee. Need a coffee. Where do I want to go? Back down to the Esplanade or town centre? I don't know. I don't even know where the hell I'm going. We'll go this way. Because I think the service station's along here somewhere.
Coming in there. Where am I here? I don't know.
There it is. Maybe a cafe. I'll get some fuel and see if there's a cafe. Get decent bloody coffee. The bastards aren't even open. Or are they? Yes, they are. Friggin' taxi. Let's go this way. Alright. Breakfast sorted. McDonald's it is. I'll stand by. Norseman. Going to go to the service station and fill up, and I think our next stop from here will be Balladonia. So we've got Balladonia and then Cockpitty. So I'll put you, I'll turn you off until it's time to come back on again. Obviously. Stay tuned. emergency here somewhere. Truck gone off the road by the looks of it. What's going on? What's happened here? Oh shit, someone's pulled out and the truck's got him, let's say. Shit, hope everyone's alright. Let's say someone's pulled out with the trailer and, with the caravan I should say, has got taken out by the truck. Hard to say, but anyway. I was almost going to turn the camera back on and just sort of point out how, as we're getting further east, how the landscape's starting to thin out a little bit. Here's not really the best spot, but a bit further along you can see, even looking through the scrub here, you can see it is starting to thin. But I think we're about 50 kilometres from Caledonia, so I'll probably bring you back when we get back onto the long straight, so I'll talk to you then. Well, the news just gets better and better. I just got a message from Cocklebiddy Roadhouse where I'm supposed to be staying, and they've cancelled my accommodation because they've run out of water. They've cancelled all bookings because they've run out of water. So now I've got to try and find, there's two other ones, the destinations they've given me, but by the time I can pull over somewhere where I get phone reception, well, it probably won't be till I get to Caledonia, which is about 30 kilometres off. Yeah, and see if I can find some accommodation at these two places. One's called Mandreella and the other one's called Kaiguna. And I can't even remember where the frick they are. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. So it looks like if I can't get any accommodation at those two places, I'll be pulling over somewhere later and having to sleep in the car and then driving through the night. There you go, there's the sign there, Caledonia 30. So it just gets better and better. But I've still got no phone service. Oh, I think I might have a little bit now. I've got one bar, not enough. Anyway, let's see what happens. Alright. Just making our way onto the 90 Banana Long Straight. And on the accommodation, I've managed to get some accommodation right at the end of this straight. So I'll be about 70 kilometres. About 65 kilometres, I think, from where I would have been staying. So I've got an extra 65 kilometres to do in the morning. But that's okay. I'm going to be leaving extra early tomorrow. I'm going to be out of here at about 4 a.m. because I'm going to lose an hour and a half. Actually, tomorrow morning I'll lose 2 hours because I'll go through two time zones, because when I stop here I'll still be in Western time zone, not Central West. Friggin' road trains, because I've got a crosswind now, so every time they go past it, damn near blows me off the road. Yeah, I've got to go through two time zones, so I'll lose an hour and a half. So, you know, by the time I go through two time zones and then back onto South Australian time, so yeah, I'll lose that. So yeah, at least I found some accommodation, because otherwise I'd be sleeping in the car. And they only had 2 rooms left. One was a family room and one's what they call a bachelor room, which means only got a single bed, which is all I need to sleep in. So yeah, I'll be there at a reasonable time. So I'm supposed to get there around 2 o'clock. just after 2. So yeah, so we just trundle along here now for 140 more kilometres dead straight. And I'll leave this on for probably 10 minutes or so and then time lapse it, and I'll bring you back when I get to the other end. Thanks for hanging around. Don't know if we're going to get a storm. There's clouds building up on the left there. Who knows? But we're nearly there. Not far to go now. I'll turn the camera off and I'll bring you back when I'm in my digs for the night. I think probably only about 20 k's to go. So I'll bring you back a bit later. Good morning. You're not going to be able to see much outside of what my headlights are shining on, but it's, well, it was 10 to 4. Now, because the time zone change is now 20 to 5, I left about 4:45, but then we switched into Central West time, so immediately I lost 45 minutes, and I'll lose another 45 when I cross the border. That's why I left so early. And because I'm still, well, I was 65 kilometres from where I should have started. So, get an early start, because I lose another half hour when I cross the border. I think, I don't know, this time zone shit with daylight savings confuses the crap out of me. But anyway, I'll bring you back when it's daylight and we have something we can see. Talk to you then. Righto, it's now 10 past 5 while I dodge a pothole and the sun's coming up. I thought I'd just time lapse the sunrise a bit. I know you won't see it in that video, but right ahead you can see one star in that brightness up there. Well, that's not actually a star, that's the planet Mercury. You see it every morning from here, and every evening at sunset you'll see Venus. Every day. It is early, and I haven't had breakfast or coffee, which is really a big problem. But yeah, I thought I'll just time lapse this to the outback sunrise. Stopped at Mandreella, filled up, had some brekkie, had a nice cup of coffee. Well, I've still got it, and a bacon and egg roll. It was lovely. A lot of road trains parked here. I think because it's a bit easier and a bit cheaper than Border Village. There's a lot of them. There's a few on the right there that you can't see. Well, there's quite a few on the right. And those big bastards across the road. Get out of here without bouncing. And we're off. Next stop, I think, to the other side of the Nullarbor. just pulled into here. This is probably the only place I'll stop across here. Just to get a bit of an ocean view, a photo or two. Hang on. I don't know if you're supposed to drive in here, but I'm bloody well gonna. It's a bit rough, but let's do it. A little bit off-roading. Careful, don't drive down the edge. Look at that. Down to the water. Part of the Great Australian Bight. I could get footage with my main camera, but meh. I thought I'd just bring you in and show you this. I'll see if I can dig up some of the stuff that I got last year from a bit further down. And that's every one of those stones and that pile's got a message on it. Either, you know, John loves Cindy, or got one there that says Papa Olnick or something, rest in peace 2025. There's a few there. It's quite a nice view right across there. I can't go down any further because I'll never get out. I won't be able to turn around, or will I? Bugger it, let's try. This poor old trailer. Oh shit! Not about the trailer, poor old my kidneys. That's lovely. Let's see how high up we are now. Like before we come up Euclid Pass there, we were down at sea level. Or actually probably below sea level in places. So this is how far up we're sitting now for the rest of the journey. Now let's see if I can get out of here without ripping the exhaust off my car, because you know I'm in a Hilux. It's not a four-wheel drive. I only get two-wheel drive. I'm gonna try to remember where I came in so I can get back out. Oh shit, shit. Where did I come in? Here I can't find my way out. I can't get out that way. I think it's out this way. Oh jeez. Yep. You can see it looks like they've been along and they've put rocks to try and stop people doing stupid shit like this. But you'll still get clowns like me that want to drive in there and have a look. fill up now and then head to my digs. So that'll be it for day 3. And I'll bring you back in the morning when we head into day 4. Thanks for travelling with me. Well, good evening. I'm in my room now. It's the end of the 4th day. What I'm going to do is I'm recording this little bit to stick at the end of day 1, 2 and 3. I decided to split it. It's going to be much easier. Otherwise the video is going to be way too long. So I'll be putting this one at the end of day 1, 2 and 3. So I'll get this one done probably Sunday morning, for day 4 and 5. So thanks for travelling along, and I'll see you in the next video.